What are the different paths to the NHL? There is junior hockey. There are different types of leagues. I played in the USHL for 2 years. I played in Muskegon, Michigan. There are numerous teams. It's a not paying league. It helps you get ready to play at the college level. You can play from 16 to 21. So when you're 15, turning 16, there is a draft. There's phase 1 where you get drafted when you're 16, and that's only about 8 rounds. And then there's phase 2 where there's 4 rounds, and you can get drafted from 16 to 21. There's about 23 guys per team, so just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't go and try out for the teams. Some examples that players that came from the college level and the junior level of the USHL in the North American Hockey League. Brock Besser, everyone knows, Nick Schmaltz, Jonathan Quick, and Blake Wheeler, and the list goes on from there. The USHL gives you extra time to develop your skills as a hockey player, but it also helps you grow as an individual. And when you're living away from home, when you're 16 years old, it kind of makes you more mature, and you get a better feeling for the real life. You usually live with a billet family, so you get to live. They have a room for you, and they feed you, and they don't really clothe you or anything, but they just feed you meals and stuff. I lived with the billet family for 2 years. They're kind of like a second family to me. One thing about these leagues is that they're a business. Hockey is a business. One example that I saw this was when we were getting ready for practice one day. This kid was fully dressed in all his gear. He started walking out, and the general manager pulled him aside and told him he was traded. The kid had to take off all his gear, give all his stuff back, and go home and pack and drive away to the new place where he was traded at. Some location-wise, it ranges from the east side of Ohio to Nebraska, so the Midwest region. College, you can play from when you're 18 to 25. The Canadian Hockey League, which is the paid league, you get paid to play. It is like a fast track to the pros. It's not more for development, it's more for kids that matured at a young age and think they could make it in the NHL when they're 18, 19 years old. The schedule is obviously close to the pros, but you obviously can't replicate the pros with junior leagues. So this is the best option for you if you think you're qualified or ready for the pros at a super young age. Some examples are Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid, Patrick Kane, and the list goes on from there. Some negatives about this league is you lose your college eligibility. So you could play in this league, say you go till you're 21 and it doesn't work out, you don't play pros, you can't play college sports no matter what. It could be a different sport, could be anything. Also the locations, I didn't mention this, but this is the Western Hockey League, so it ranges from the Washington state all the way up to Alberta. This is the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. That's just the Quebec region and then all the east side of the U.S. And then the OHL is the Quebec or the Michigan region to the Ontario region. And there's a draft at 14 years old, and you get drafted, you don't play, but they have rookie camps where you go, and then once you get old enough to play when you're 16, that's when you switch over to their camp and try to make the team. Here's a map. This is the USHL, the league that I played in. That's where I played at. Reaches all the way out to Nebraska. You guys know, I think you guys know Fargo, Youngstown, which is on the edge of Ohio. And then this is just the North American map where they range from all the way to Alaska, over the east side of the border down to Texas, and then the Midwest region. This is just a chart showing you some players. I mentioned Nick Schmaltz, there's Anders Lee, Craig Smith, And then it also has some good facts for you guys. This is the, I guess, chart saying the logical path to the NHL. It's very difficult to make it in the NHL. There's only 31 teams, 25 players per team, so 775 players out of the entire world are trying to make these teams. Usually, if you're on a team, there's only 1 to 2 guys that will have even a chance of making it to the NHL. So, which route is better? Who knows? It all depends on who you are, how you need to develop as a person and as a player. Thank you.